great honour to be able to stand in this honourable chamber and give my maiden speech as a newly elected representative for the constituents of Russian. I stand to propose Dr. Allinson for the election to be our next Chief Minister. There's been a lot of discussion about experience and leadership qualities in the run-up today. Alex studied medical science at Cambridge and graduated with a Master's. By fast-tracking his medical studies, he was able to spend his third year dedicated to social and political studies and specialised in political theory, criminology, social services and economics. Whilst at medical school, he was involved in several campaigns, including the anti-apartheid movement, and later went on to be an influential member of the Medical Practitioner Union, representing them at the TUC Congress. He has worked in Israel and returned with the United Nations to teach in Palestinian refugee camps, and so he's experienced both sides of conflict in the region. He was part of the campaign that led Tony Blair to power in 1997, and then worked in Western Australia for 2 years, providing medical services to Aboriginal communities. Alex moved to the Isle of Man in 2001, and on arriving, he immersed himself in medical politics here too. He became the Chief GP Negotiator with the Department of Health for over 10 years and supervised a number of integrated care projects. He was elected twice as Ramsey Town Commissioner and liaised closely with central government departments before standing for MHK in 2016 and topping the poll. His record as a member of this honourable House speaks for itself. He is a strong advocate for his constituents and social justice. He has brought forward complex and progressive legislation regarding abortion and sexual offences. He's been Chair of Manx Utilities and a political member of the Department of Home Affairs and the Cabinet Office. Most recently, as a Minister, he's guided the Department of Education, Sport and Culture through a major reorganisation, which has changed that culture of that department and reset the relationship with the teaching profession. The manifesto he has presented and the hustings he's taken part in exhibit his qualities as a progressive politician, willing to listen and involve all of us in the difficult decisions we'll face over the next 5 years. He brings a wide range of experience, deep background knowledge and an optimism to this chamber, and I sincerely hope he'll be given the chance by honourable members to form the next administration. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Hampton, Mr. Hooper.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Firstly, let me congratulate the Honourable Member for Lawrie on her maiden speech. Well, excellent maiden speech. I rise to second the nomination of my honourable colleague from Ramsey, Dr. Allinson. Mr. Speaker, honourable members, today I am casting my vote not for a person, not for a personality, but for progressive policy. Rather than holding us back or taking us backwards, progressive policy moves us forwards. Now, both candidates in today's election have made compelling arguments as to why they are the right person to lead the island forward. But I find myself persuaded by Dr. Allinson's vision of building a fairer island, of a just transition, and of improved intergenerational affairs. And so, Mr. Speaker, I commend the Honourable Member for Ramsey, Dr. Allinson, to this Honourable House for election to the post of Chief Minister.